Hello, Jazz Energy here for another episode of Madden franchise. We even back up our record at 2-2 last week against the Giants. Unfortunately, our defensive player of the week, A. Taylor, broke his finger in practice, so we won't have him this week. But everyone else is back and we should be ready to go. So let's get a rolling.
Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 136 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
All right, we just need to get Troutman up a yard. Big boy.
They hand off to the tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
God damn it, Kamara.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
Olave!
By Olave.
Nice.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some.
And
there we go.
Into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Yeah!
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints
This
are going
must
to
be
take possession of the football.
last year's Rodgers, not every other year's
7-0
Rodgers.
early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss. lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Now he's starting
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said. And he is in for the score.
Troutman.
New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words. Early.
And he lost the football.
Holy shit.
This is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Packers are having a nightmare start.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
2nd and 1.
A good
I
run
wonder
of
what
6
that
yards
could
there,
be.
gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Adam Troutman, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by
Can we just check something quick? Yeah, it's all Madden. Okay.
It's on target, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 27, Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On play action, Rodgers rolling to his left. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense
So they're able
going.
to run them down
I
there.
would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look
Try
at
to
your
build
sheet,
off that.
you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive.
Basically,
Whatever he
always
was
keep
doing
my
in
playbook
September,
to
they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was
Take
sensational
advantage
last
to the
month.
inside run
absolutely
because
was,
that
and
has
we all know where it
been
started
helping me
at
crush
the
it.
end of last season, right? All the off-season preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Again, it's Kamara.
The less Fields throws, the
As
better.
he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Might be
If
able
you're
to
the
take
offensive
advantage of
huddle,
the
you're
play action.
smiling after that play because you've certainly got them
do
guessing
like me
now.
some play action
2nd and
plays.
short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before
Or I could
he's
just
inside the 30. Big yardage there on the
do a
scramble.
30-yard
Gets him a
run.
First down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he's down into the red zone.
We're using that Army strategy.
15, 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick little dopey pass.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, boy.
Fields now to throw.
Oops.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
That's fun.
Butker's kick here is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
An illegal
He
forward
broke that line
pass.
of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5
That's
yards
probably
there,
the
but you
first
lose the
time I've
down
seen
as
one of
well.
those
So
called in
he obviously
Madden.
needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to
Holy
a target
fuck.
and get that
Fucking
pass
Aaron
away.
And that
Jones.
one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Shit.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means
nice
he's
catch
getting
by
plenty of
Olave.
blocking,
See if
a lot
we
of
can
help from his
build off
teammates,
that.
but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Fields. That's a lot.
It's Timothy! Shit!
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's
That guy
out of bounds.
sprinted up there.
Play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Fields.
And he is
We'll
into
just
the end zone. Touchdown.
Beepus our way right in there.
Justin Fields.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
All right.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now
So
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
So that late touchdown by the Packers proved
And not
inconsequential.
willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this
Good
one
job.
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Rodgers' throw finds its target.
But
Doubs.
time ran out.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They can score a couple of times. We just need control. We just need to keep ahead.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On the counter, here's Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy.
And now off to the races down
Holy
the right
fuck.
side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones.
It was even a run
49
defense.
yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying,
Fields hit it.
Fuck!
The ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession.
Trying to
of the
fucking
football
slide
and
it,
have
just a
at
little
the
too late.
36-yard line.
So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Oh, I
And that's gonna be
thought he was just gonna
incomplete.
stand there and let him
Contact there enough to jar
grab
that
it.
ball free, and it brings up 4th
I would have
down.
saw bitter tears.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the defense are able to
Still
force
got
their
11
first
points on
turnover
them.
of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A busy night continues for Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
All right,
And
all
he's
right.
going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kamara up the middle. Tackle made by Devondre
Bring him for
Campbell.
nothing. That's cool.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the left
Shit.
side by Benjamin. They'll wind up
Took too
losing a
long
yard
making a
on the
decision
play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Christ, man.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Up the middle, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The 4 receivers said here on 3rd down, they're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Come on, he was right there with him, too.
Do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the option, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Fuck!
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
All right,
I guess the
need a
coach looked
touchdown.
at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
As long as I don't lose yardage, just as a 2-down situation.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's
All
going
right.
to have a first
Well, don't have to worry
down as
about
he's brought
two-down
down
situation.
at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup
Kamara's
there
just
as that
running
extends this
right through him.
drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's got it to the 43 here. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time.
It's okay.
Now that forced him to make a decision.
We got the big fullback.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A give. This is Kamara.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara.
Less
2
perfect.
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that
All
play.
right.
They'll be in search of 8
Well,
yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd
Damn
down.
it, Fields!
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It was a short
decision time
pass.
now,
Stop
'cause the field
missing
goal
them.
Keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on
Fucking
that side of the
useless
field, it's a little
motherfucker,
tight, aren't
Justin
they?
Fields.
If they had
God
scored a
damn.
touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones.
Stop him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And
Good job,
it'll be
good job.
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones.
Got him.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Holy
Here's
hell.
Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the
That
first
could be
time
big.
tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He's tackled
Good job,
a yard
Alvin.
short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these
Run
timeouts?
this
They've
down
got
to
all
a
3 still
2-minute warning.
defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll bring
Good
it
job,
up
good
here
job.
to right at the 40-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, they're out of timeouts. We're at 2nd and 4. I think we might have this.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard
Yeah, he got it.
line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
We can just
if you
kneel
call
this
a pass
clock out.
play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's.
So we can just.
So
There
this
we go.
a victory here for New Orleans.
That was a close call right there.
Off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.
All
and
right.
they'll try to get back on the beam next week. As
Good game for everyone. Well, kind of. Almost got away from us at the end there, but we've pulled to a positive record. Can get some more upgrades. Oh, wait. What is his thoughts about the short week? Yeah. Provide a nice big morale boost. See here. All right. And I think that's everything. So I thank you for watching. Now we've pulled in 2 in a row, and hopefully we can continue to build off that. And I will see you soon. Jazz out.